Okay, I am gonna sit a little closer to the camera because I know the audio in this room sucks. I'm sorry about that. There was a shooting down in Florida. It was in a parking lot over a parking space, and the man in question, I have the names here, will not be charged. Okay, the shooter is named Michael Drica, and the victim is McLaughlin. Okay. Now, what happened was there was a convenience store, and Mr. McLaughlin and his girlfriend, who have their baby with them in their company, by the way, parked their car in a handicap spot. Now, here in America, and I'm sure it's the same in a lot of your countries, we have parking spaces that are close to stores, like right by the door of the store, and it's designated handicap parking. And in order to park there, you have to either be handicapped yourself or be in the company of someone who is. And you typically have a license plate decal or something hanging in the window, something that indicates that it is a handicapped person in the car. And in order to get that sticker, you have to prove your handicap. My father has had 2 strokes and is at the early stages of Parkinson's disease, so I have that for him. And if myself and my mother take him out, we park in the handicap spot and put the handicap decal on for him. However, when he's not in the car, I or my mother do not use it. I'm very adamant about that. Now, Mr. Drica, what the fuck his name is, he was a civilian. He wasn't a fireman. He wasn't a parking enforcement agent. He wasn't a lifeguard. He was a civilian. That was what he was. He parks his car, and he's not handicapped himself. No handicapped guy in the car with him. He parks the car, and he observes a car parked in a handicapped spot, and he looks at the car to see if there's any decal in there, and then the girlfriend comes out, and he enters a verbal altercation with her. The verbal altercation was very loud. There was most likely no touching. I'm going to put the link down below for the video surveillance. And her boyfriend, McLaughlin, came out and gave Drica a very hard shove to the ground. And Drica pulled out a gun, shot him, called 911, reported that he had been attacked. Police came to the scene, and as of this moment, it's being looked at as self-defense under the standing ground law. But I'm hearing rumors that they may be looking at more aspects of it. Now, first and foremost, I will tell you, this was a bad shoot, period. And I'll explain. My police department that I work for tells all of us, from the janitor to the police commissioner, if you are off duty, you get on the phone and call in and ask for a uniformed assistance. And we tell all civilians to shut your mouth, mind your own business, okay, and that's it. Now, there were a lot of times when I'm on duty and there'll be a car parked in front of the pharmacy, which is designated for delivery trucks only. The guy will go out, go in the pharmacy, come out, whatever. If he's not endangering anybody, I let it go. If the parking authority guy comes over, he writes a ticket, I'm not his boss. I do not have parking tickets because for me to write a parking ticket, I have to turn my back to the street. And if I've got my back turned to the street, I'm not watching pedestrians from being hit. Very important. Now, a lot of times I'll be off duty at headquarters, going to from work in between whatever the hell. Now, our headquarters, the city courthouse, and the jail. And a lot of times guys are going to court will park in the employee lot, or they'll park along the railing that's no parking. I'm off duty, and I don't write parking tickets. They had a 10 o'clock court appointment. They came into the courthouse at 9:45. Lot's full. They park against the fence where there's no parking. They look around. They run to the courthouse real fast. Most of the time they get away with it. The parking authority guy comes into the courthouse lot, writes it up. That's not my problem. And I've looked directly at civilians. Not my problem. We had an employee one time. Well, I was parked in the employee area lot in a parking space, and a couple of guys were going to court, and they parked against the fence, alongside the fence where it's A, not a parking space, B, they're not employees. One of my fellow employees, who the fuck knows who she is, started telling him not to park there, and these are big fucking guys. She went away, and I told him, I'm not parking, it's not my job. Parking guy gives you a ticket, judge puts you in jail. Who are you more afraid of? I'm not going to say a word. I said my job is to make sure when you drive your car, you don't run over pedestrians. That's my job. Okay? I've seen a million guys parked illegally, and if they're obstructing pedestrian traffic, if they're endangering people, then I say move. If that doesn't work, then I'll call it in and get a unit to move them. Okay? Do I have legal authority to tell them to move? Yes, I do. But if I'm watching babies in traffic and they're not endangering anybody by parking in a no parking zone, I let the parking guy deal with that. Because the parking guy doesn't run in front of cars to save people, so therefore I don't give out parking tickets. That's it. Period. I don't get involved. Now, as a civilian, you have no legal authority, period. None. Okay? Now, if you see someone parked in a handicap spot and you call 911, the dispatcher will hang up on you, because it is not feasible to have a police unit stop what they're doing and come 10 blocks to write one parking ticket. That's not feasible. Now, if a patrolman is in the area or a parking enforcement guy is in the area, flag them down and say, look at this guy. They'll take care of it, not you. Okay? The parking authority guys where we are at are instructed to write a parking ticket. If the person comes to the scene and starts arguing with them, they're told, fall back, call a unit, and have the unit come and help you. Police officer, they're told, write a parking ticket. If the guy gets belligerent, warn him first, then arrest him. Okay? Not you, the civilian. Period. Now, if you see guys are always parking in the handicap spot, what you do is you call your city's parking enforcement office, and they have the guys that ride around in the little trucks and they give out parking tickets, and you mention the parking lot. They're always parking in a handicap spot. You're sick and tired of it, and the supervisor will tell the guy, when you go down that street, look in the parking lot and make sure no one's parked in a handicap spot. Problem solved. Problem solved. Period. Okay? He came over. He saw that the car was parked illegally. So rather than call parking authority, or rather than file a civilian complaint with whatever the hell he did, he chose to personally enter a verbal confrontation with the woman. Now, I will warn you now, if you enter a verbal confrontation with a woman, her boyfriend, husband, father, nephew, son, brother, uncle will confront you. Okay? If I yell at someone because they're running a red light or because they're doing something stupid, it's because I'm on duty and I'm acting in my official capacity. Period. If they give me shit, I say flat out, here's the phone, I'll call it in, and I'll say you threaten me. You'll do 3 years in state prison. That ends the conversation there. If guys get belligerent with each other, they fucking curse, they fuck you, suck my dick. Okay? I let them say one word each. After they say one word each, I go over and I say you, go that way, you go that way. You got a problem with it, we'll go to court. I'll get a unit down here, I'll say it's gonna be a fight, and I'll have 10 cars here in 2 seconds. Okay? Okay? I'm on my official capacity, and if the shit hits the fan, I call it in and call for backup. And so far, my word has shut a lot of guys up. Because they know that if I call backup and I say they gave me shit, they'll lose. Okay? But for a civilian to just walk up and start yelling at someone, there's gonna be a problem. I'm telling you that now. Now, was the boyfriend right for hitting him? I don't know. The boyfriend might have come out and thought, hey, I gotta defend my girlfriend because some guy is yelling at her belligerently. Okay. Was he right for putting his hand on the guy? Probably not. If I was in his shoes, I probably would have grabbed the girl, pushed her behind me, told her to get into the store, and told the guy, cease and desist right now. I'm calling backup. I'm gonna file a criminal complaint against you. If that doesn't stop, back away, get on the phone, dial it in. Okay? By the way, I don't park in handicapped spots. That's just me. If I was the other guy, if I'm a civilian, or if I'm off duty, simple. Walk the fuck away. If you feel that passionate about it, tell parking authority to start making checks of that lot. Problem solved. Now, if this had been a parking authority guy writing the ticket and the girlfriend came out, the parking authority guy would have said, you want me to call backup? And if so, he would have. If the officer was there, he wrote the ticket, the girl came out, he would have said, you want me to arrest you? And if it ended up in a physical altercation and he pulled out his gun and shot him, that's different. That's a police officer confronting someone committing a parking violation. He's on duty, in uniform, with his official capacity, shit like that. Okay? Is it worth it? Okay? I tell people all the fucking time, you want to carry a weapon, knife, gun, bat, mace, be cool. Carry it concealed, carry it professionally, and only use it when your life is in danger. And I tell people all the time, don't start shit. Okay? Don't start shit. If I see an 8-year-old girl laying down with her legs open and the guy's trying to rape her, fine. If I see a 95-year-old woman on the ground and the guy's beating the shit out of her with a tire iron, fine. Okay? But unless you see someone that's getting ready to kill someone, let it the fuck go. Why was it such a fucking big deal? This guy had to confront this woman over this fucking parking space. Why was that such a big deal? And why was it such a big deal that he had to put himself in a position where he was going to be manhandled? Okay, I will tell you now, right this second, you heard it from me first. If you argue with a woman, her boyfriend will get upset, even if the woman is wrong. Okay, you can have a fight with a woman, you could be 100% right, the boyfriend will defend her. Okay? I learned that when I was in school, I learned that when I was doing my job, I learned that when I was going with my armed guard license. You start a fight in front of with the girl, the guy will start with you. Okay? He may argue with you, he may hit you. Okay? He may get mad and hit you. He may think you're gonna pull out a weapon real fast, okay? This guy might have thought that the other guy was attacking his girlfriend. You know, when someone is screaming at your girlfriend really, really loud, your train of thought is, what if the next thing is a punch to the face? What if he punched her in the face? You ever hear that saying, 2 wrongs don't make a right? They parked illegally. Wrong. You started a fight. More wrong. He came over and pushed you to the ground because you were fucking with his girlfriend. He may or may not be wrong. You pulling out a gun and shooting him is wrong. Did you think he was going to kill you? Yes. Why? Well, because his girlfriend parked illegally, and then I argued with her because, okay, bullshit. Okay? And if I was the DA, I would charge this guy with murder. Remember the George Zimmerman case? Zimmerman, I know Zimmerman's a fucking idiot. Zimmerman got out of the car and pursued the kid because he thought the kid was a burglary suspect. Dispatcher said, get back to the car. He didn't listen. He was wrong. He ended up laying on his back, getting his head bashed in. But if Zimmerman stayed in the car, he wouldn't have had a problem. If this guy shut his fucking mouth, he wouldn't have had a problem. This is 100% avoidable. Okay? And even if there is no charge, because they say right now there's no charge, but I'm also hearing, like I said, there might be charges later on. Even if there is no charge, the family is going to sue the shit out of him. And they're probably going to win. I'll bet you money right now they're going to win. He's going to be sued for wrongful death, and they will win. Trust me when I tell you that. You mark my words. Is it worth it? Over a fucking handicapped parking space. Because you have more outrage. I have more outrage all the fucking time, okay? I have more outrage every day. I have more outrage right now. But you know what? I'm not going to put myself in a position where I got to kill somebody and then I got to go to jail over it. Stupid. Okay? Fucking stupid. Thank you.